Maduka, a native of Umu-ikpa, is seeking justice for the brutal killing of his 20-year-old son, Ndukwe Isaac, by angry youths in Akanu Item. The incident, which occurred on January 28, has left the family devastated. Maduka explained that his son, Ndukwe, lived with his mother, Ndukwe Isaac, in Okai Bende, where they worked in yam and rice cultivation. Ndukwe had asked his mother for money to buy clothes and shoes, but she refused. He then took 110,000 naira from her savings. My son had begged his mother that he needed to buy some clothes and shoes to be like his mates, but his mother denied him that, which prompted him to take the sum of 110,000 naira from where his mother hid it, Maduka said. Ndukwe admitted to his mother that he used some of the money to buy clothes, a radio, and electric wiring materials, with 75,000 naira remaining. However, one of his mother's brothers, Igwe, reported the theft to the village youths. Ndukwe Igara then contacted the traditional ruler, His Royal Highness Eze James Okpara Ogbonna, who instructed the youths to handle the matter. The youths tied both my son's hands and legs and kept him on the road, beat him up and tortured him to death, after which I was called and told that my son was dead and needed to be buried, Maduka recounted. When Maduka attempted to take his son's body to the mortuary, the community's prime minister, Prophet Igwe Kalo, allegedly threatened to burn the ambulance. The traditional ruler then ordered the immediate burial of Ndukwe. Maduka reported the incident to the Igbere police station, and the case was later transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, in Umuahia. He alleges that while the traditional ruler honored police invitations, others involved, including Ayim Igwe and Ndukwe Igara, did not. Maduka is now calling on the state government to intervene, seeking justice for his son and protection for himself, as he claims to be facing threats. ABIA State Police Public Relations Officer ASP Maureen Chilaka advised Maduka to formally report the threats to his life to the police. Let him report to the police the threats to his life, she stated. Mr. Intubisi, what are your thoughts on this report?
Well, it's a very shocking story for somebody to lose his son in this kind of manner. But what I have to say is that people, families should try resolving issues within their families instead of reporting their matters to outsiders. Because when you report your matter, when you report your family issues you are just trying to escalate it, and that's what happened. Also I have to say something about the traditional ruler. The use of violence does not solve any problem. Rather, it worsens situations. So the mother and the traditional ruler, I think they are to blame. They have to face the consequences. They have to, I believe the state government needs to intervene. Because I think in this situation, the traditional ruler wields absolute power, and the police are trying to cover him, because of his position. So the state government needs to come in to make sure that justice is served. But this is horrendous. This is bad. It's setting a very bad example in the community.
Thank you so much. Mr. Handover, when we looked at this report, we noticed that the rising problem in this report shows that the boy wanted money to purchase clothes, like his mates, like his father said. Do you think that is a good enough reason for such, horrendous act to be meted on this child?
The story itself is kind of so pathetic, if I might like to say so, because I'm just trying to imagine the whole issue, how it started. A child who worked with you in a rice farm, a yam farm, and working with you, and this child decided to cry out and say, I need some money to enable me look like my friends. At the close of work, I need to be looking good. Over the time, the child has been complaining and you don't do anything about it, but if the child is working with you. So my own is that even when you look at the whole story, it's not enough for a mother to saw her own child being beaten because
She did not necessarily. She
She
reported the case to her brother that
she
my son did
reported the
this.
case to her
Right.
brother. When the brother reported it to the Royal Highness, and the Royal Highness now asked the youth to handle the issue.
But handle the issue did not negate to killing the boy.
That's what I'm saying. The Royal Highness asked the youth to handle the issue.
Okay.
But the handling of that issue, that child was not just beaten dead immediately. The mother understands the environment they are. She is supposed to say no. He has not gone to that point. What about the uncle that takes such action? Presently saw his niece being beaten to death. I do nothing. He's happy about it. How much is the money? The child has admitted that he collected the 110,000. From the expenses, the balance is still 75,000 is still left. It's still left. And you kill a child because of 25,000. Because of 30,000 or 35,000 used. So you look at the situation we find ourselves, I don't know, like I keep saying, we no longer have feelings for human's life anymore. We look at, the human's life is, the life of an animal is more valuable now than the life of human being in our very present society. Look at the first, to know, and there's no, the story we are just, the storyline didn't tell us that the child has been a kind of wayward, has been stealing, or he has been involved in any form of crime before, and maybe they have been watching him to say, okay, since they have talked to him, one of these, so, understand what I'm saying? Not that he took the money from another person's money, it's from his family, the mother that he works with, the mother that has been laboring with, and have been giving him, as you telling her consecutively, help me, I need money to be like my friends. I need money to buy one or two things for myself. At a point in time, a child can do anything around his parents. When a child is asking you, and you know that the resources he or she is making requests for is available, that child can just take your money. I've seen children taking their 1 million naira from their father's money, spend it, and still come back. The parent never kill them because they understand that it's under duress. They just want to have the funds. Out of 110,000, 75,000 is still available. Is that enough for the life of that child to go?
Very
so
well.
To me, the people that mastermind these issues is a paramount. The uncle needs to go to jail for that. And if imagine the father wanted to come and carry his child dead body to the morgue, and there was an understanding order that if the morgue comes, if the ambulance comes, they will burn it by the Royal Highness. Understand that kind of thing? And it's as if these issues has been escalating, something else has been playing around before this one happened. Maybe they were looking for an avenue to take action, but there's no story like that. So to me, the police look at the advice to know that the matter itself is not really, everybody's angry, even the police officers are angry. That's why they say go to the government and seek an opinion. So let them help you out. Because I've seen the whole truth.
Right.
So it is not acceptable.
Right.
Whatever they can do to get justice, they don't get justice. The mother should pay for it.
Thank you so much. Mr. Ndubisi, given that most of us grew in a communal family, as it were, you're able to talk to your... Mr. Handover mentioned something very salient as regards the man saw them do that to his nephew. Right. Now, do you think when the king said, go and handle the matter, anybody was expecting it to turn out into, this sort of case that has, trivial to this point? Looking to the fact that handle the matter might actually mean handle it within the family constraints, since it's a family problem, as opposed to gather community boys and beat this boy to death.
I want to understand what you are really asking. Is it that the traditional...
now, everything I'm trying to say is, what then is family support and family protection? Given that the traditional ruler told the uncle, in a case that involves his nephew, go and handle the matter. Does go and handle the matter, did it mean go and handle it within the family context? Is this happened to your sister and this boy is your nephew? Or do you think it was in the broader scope of go and handle it and bring community members and all of that? Where then is protection in all of this, family protection?
I think the story, I thought the story said that it was the traditional ruler that invited the youth to come and beat him.
He actually permitted the uncle to go and handle the matter.
Good. And the uncle chose to invite the youths.
Yes.
So even the involvement of the uncle was not supposed to be, because the woman was supposed to report the matter first to her husband. And if
which was also going to be something else I wanted to find out. Do you think this happened because I don't know if the parents are together anymore? Because if they were together, somehow at some point the father should have come home to realize that this incident had happened to his child, rather than being informed of the boy's death and on his coming he's even been threatened also.
We have to understand. We have to understand that the uncle was just trying to, correct the child and to put him in a position where he would understand that what he did was bad.
Even with the balance of 75,000.
Yes, but when you take that kind of action, you don't know the outcome. That child might not be strong enough to contain the kind of beating they will give him. I think that was what took the boy's life. He didn't. Maybe the people didn't know that the guy himself was not strong enough to receive the kind of beating they gave him, or maybe they didn't have the strength when they were beating him up. The discretion is a better part of valor. You need to reason, you need to think about all these things before you invite people to come into your matter. So the family members, and the mother, the brother, I think they need to take responsibility. They need to bear the consequences for the boy's death, because this matter shouldn't have gone out in the first place.
Thank you so much.